Alright, this video is for just explaining how I easily painted figures for Axis and Allies. Basically, you can do this for any board game. Very simple way to do it. I looked on YouTube, there was no videos on how to do it, so I figured I'd make one since it's really, really easy. All you need to do is get some paintbrushes. But basically, I've only been using this one paintbrush, which is very small. It's like $5 at a little craft store. Got some basic paint kits. I got some finish. I got some stain. I go with the antique walnut color. And basically that's it. All that costs about 40 bucks. And so I took my figures and I primed them. I'm going to come in here on this light so you can see them a little bit better. Basically, I just primed them. No big deal. Just used a little spray paint, or spray primer, I mean, which is this stuff right here. And then I just started going in a process of doing, just simple detail. I really didn't go into high detail. This is really just an easy way to do it. First, I started painting his face and his hands. Basically, pretty easy. I started off doing these small areas first, so I wouldn't have to, do a lot of detail. You might be able to see it in here. Then I did the boots. No big deal. Really easy. Used a brown. Then I painted the rifle. Painted it black. Really simple. Like I said, I just kept it really basic. And then I painted the man green. And it really came out well. It looks, really realistic. From the little green man that you start with, if you play Axis and Allies, you know that that looks great compared to the way they come. Then, these guys I stained last night. You gotta wait 24 hours. Basically. But oh yeah, let me go back. The reason I started with this small detail stuff is you can just slop it on there. You don't really have to be detailed at all. You just throw it on there, and you can always cover it up with the green. The green, you just have to be careful around your other colors, around the face, the hand, the rifle, and the boots. But besides that, you can just throw it on there. You could go into a lot more detail on the back with like the shovel and stuff like that. But this is the first time I've ever even painted. So, I just went really easy with it. Didn't get too high detailed. But anyway, stained these guys last night. Now, they became really glossy. But they look great. The stain really fills in any holes that you missed, if anything was still white from your primer and stuff like that. But he really looks great. When you do paint, make sure you use a lighter color than what you really want, because this is not the green I wanted. But once you stain it, it turns it, darker green, obviously. And you really can't see it because I'm using an iPhone, but it really puts everything into high detail. And also, it puts that brown into it a little bit, and it almost looks like camo, which is really great. And then, later tonight, once it's been 24 hours, I got to wait a couple more hours, I'm going to put this finish on them, and that'll take some of the gloss out of it, and it'll really help protect it from chipping or cracking. So it's really simple to do. I mean, I just painted all these basically in an hour just to show you step by step, but I did these yesterday, and I figured I'd make a little how-to, little step-by-step video. It's really simple. Anybody can do it. Costs you 40 bucks. If you go on eBay, you will see these painted sets selling for around $200 to $300. I mean, this could be even a way just to make some money. You could buy these sets, these game boards, or board games, I mean, and paint them and possibly make some profit if you're willing to put some time into it. But me, I'm just doing it because I play this game often, and I think it would be really cool to have painted figures, because if you play Axis and Allies, the regular green man is pretty boring. I'm going to do every country a different color, and I still got a lot of work ahead doing these ships and the tanks and the planes and stuff like that. But I am going to do them all. It's going to take a couple months probably, but it's actually not that bad. It doesn't take that much time. And like I said, it was only $40 to get this material to do it with, and they're going to look great. It's really easy. But anyway, it is kind of addicting. I'm possibly thinking about doing some of my other board games here. But anyway, that's how to do it. It's very simple. Very simple. I didn't dip them in the stain. I painted the stain on, which you just want to make sure you get all the extra stain off of it. You just really want to get as least amount on it as you can, or it'll really turn out dark. The men will. But it's turning out great, and it's really easy and really fast to do. Anyway, there's your step-by-step, the way I did it. It's very easy and doesn't cost that much. See you later.